Hello, Leo. Welcome to your week ahead. Leo, I already shuffled and laid out your cards, so let's get into your reading. Now, Leo, you have ring, ring, ring. So I feel like with the ring here, for some of you, there could be a marriage or talk of marriage or coming out of it. For others of you with the ring, 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 there is a focus on relationships, commitments. For others of you with the ring, 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 there is something of value that is your focus, something that's of value that is of focus for you with ring, ring, ring. You also have intention plus action equals magic. Now, what was interesting with this for me, for you, Leo, is what I want to say is be mindful of what it is that you are conjuring, because with intention plus action equals magic, you have very powerful manifestation ability. Some of you may very well be actually using magic or practicing magic. Either way, when you put to use your intention and you put to use your action, you will manifest. But be careful. Make sure that what you want to manifest is what you create. Because I want you to take notice to these clouds. And so the thing is, sometimes you get to manifesting and creating and you get what you want. And sometimes you don't. But understand in the process of creating, what you're manifesting, you don't always see how it's going to turn out because it's in its process, in its creation stage. So even though you are putting in your intention and your action, there's a whole thing happening that you may not be seeing, even though you know what you want to do and you're taking action. But that element of magic can be a little bit tricky. And so I just feel the need to tell you to be careful about what you are conjuring, because you may or may not manifest exactly what you want here through your intention and action. It could turn out to be something else, or it could turn out to be what you want, more than you bargained for, or just what the doctor ordered. Just be mindful. What could come up out of that smoke may or may not be what you wanted to create. Now, you also have emotional loss. So there's some upset here for you, for some of you, Leo. There's some sort of disappointment. You may even be experiencing some depression. But there's some sort of emotional setback around something or with someone. You also have recognition and reward. So you are being recognized here for some of you, and there is something that you gain, some sort of reward as a result. This could be through work, through promotion, or through something that you were working on or you're doing. You are being recognized for it, and you are seeing the rewards of your work. Some of you are experiencing a material harvest. You are reaping what you have sown, and you are experiencing material harvest. This is seeing gain. You also have victory and success. So this is overcoming strife and difficulties and challenges and having victory and success over it. Now, the overall energy surrounding you, Leo, is you do have the Six of Cups. So you may be focused on someone from the past or something from the past, or focused on children, or focused on your emotional satisfaction with something. You may be focused on coming up with solutions or trying to reconcile something, or trying to bring some sort of conclusion to something that allows you and maybe someone else or others to have some emotional satisfaction in the matter, but certainly where your emotional satisfaction is key here with this Six of Cups energy. There may be something that you have been having an issue or with moving on from, or with your ability to have solutions to solving. With the Cups energy, this may be relationship or relationships. Again, you do have the ring here, which does speak to commitments for me. Now, in the recent past, you do have the Sun. I feel like in the recent past with the Sun here, you wanted to get clarity with something. You wanted to get a positive outcome with something. You were hoping to get some sort of luck. You were hoping to be able to get some light shed on something in the recent past, and whatever would come to light, you were hoping that it would be positive for you, I feel, Leo. Now at present, you do have the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands is about action, inspiration, drive. It's new energy, the potential for something, perhaps the potential to recenter something, to have a new start, or to initiate something, or to receive something. With this Ace of Wands, at present, I feel that there's a problem with the ability for the potential of something to get started, or for you to initiate it, or for you to receive it. Because this particular Ace of Wands, the ace is broken here. It's damaged. So there's a problem with something here, the potential for something here to get started, or for you to receive it, or for you to initiate it. There may be some entanglements with the spider web here to the matter, or for you to get it started or recentered, or to have a fresh start. There may have been a lack of leadership at present in some way. Now in the future, you do have the Nine of Pentacles. Now I do feel that for some of you there's some gain. But for those of you there where there's gain, for some of you that gain is something that allows for something to be put to rest. But I do feel even though it's put to rest, it's something that you don't feel, that you still feel restless about with regard to something that you've gained in the future. So it's like you gain something in the future, something that allows whatever it is that you were focused on to be put to rest, to be over, to be done with. But it's like even though you gain putting it to rest or for it to be done, it's like it's still lingering for you. It's not over for you somehow because you're still restless about it. Something about it still haunts you, I feel. Now this could be concerning a person, since there's a ghost. It's almost as if you feel there's something wrong about how you gain what you have in the future. Now for others of you, with this Nine of Pentacles in the future, I feel that there is an issue with your ability to gain because something's still lingering that has not yet been put to rest. And until that is put to rest, that you're dealing with, your ability to gain in this situation is delayed or is still like looming for you. Now, your attitude here is the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords talks about taking a step back. It's a mental energy card. It's about thoughts. But taking a step back, contemplating, sometimes resting. But with this, she's not resting. She actually looks injured. Okay? She looks injured. Very injured here. There's a huge spider web in the back. And there's a man laying in the coffin and there's swords and she's holding a sword. So I feel that your attitude here is that you're restless, Leo. You're restless about something that is at rest at this time for the moment. It's like for some of you, there's a matter that's put down that you wanted to deal with, like you worked yourself up about it and you were ready with your sword You contemplated this moment to the point that it caused you injury in your mind, lack of sleep, waiting for this moment. And when the moment comes, nothing's happened with the situation. So you're holding a sword for something you were contemplating, and there's nothing to address because the matter is dead. It's not coming back up to be addressed. For others of you, it's like you are restless to finally put something to rest and make sure it stays that way. Perhaps regarding a relationship or a plan. There's something you want to stop thinking about, or something you're struggling to stop thinking about, something that has been plaguing you that perhaps you may not have even been able to bury. Some of you, I feel you may be refusing to let it go, afraid that it's not really as dead as it appears. And so you're still waiting for it to jump out at you, tormenting yourself. Some of you just want something to just stay at rest. And you are keeping guarded, and the mental meditating on such things. Look at you going raggedy and ragged with it. You're doing yourself a disservice. It's not giving you peace. It's my point. Either way, perhaps you're at a place that's where you want to be now. Or is it that you are so focused on wanting victory and success over this? So focused on material harvest and gaining in this situation. So focused on wanting to be recognized and reaping the rewards here over this, that you are experiencing emotional loss, taking yourself on an emotional trip for all the value it holds for you. Perhaps it holds more value for you than who it involves or what this is around than you think. Your challenge is the Hangman. Excuse me, I'm sorry. This is your concern. Maybe this is your challenge. It's being stuck up here like this. Blind as a bat. I digress. Your concern is the Hangman. The concern of being stuck, having delays, the frustration of trying to see the wisdom, the light in the dark. Because I feel like you may feel in the dark oftentimes with this. You may be concerned about devotion. There may be some blind devotion here. Or conviction. There may be concerns around your convictions. But this here really feels like there's a concern about you being stuck. Concern about the alternatives. Concern about any delays. Your challenge is the wizard, which is the magician. And what this is the challenge, this is about struggling with, will you be able to manifest what you want here? Will you be able to conjure what you want here? Craft and create and influence what you want here. Will you be able to manipulate what you want here and influence your circumstances and create what you want? And for some of you, you could be having the challenge of, having issues with magic, whether this is you performing magic or someone performing magic on you. But this here is the challenge of being able to manifest and create what you want in your world, or the challenge of what to initiate, or the challenge of being able to actually create what you want here. And so your outcome is the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is young and youthful energy. So it is possible you could be receiving some news, because you do have this bats coming in. So you may have a few messages coming in, at least 3 messages coming in of news. But with the Page of Pentacles, you may be trying to learn or get more information and understanding. You may be trying to come up with a new practical approach to create and build and come up with a new way to do something. You may be trying to see how to gain and figure out what to build, to have success, to start something and actually complete it and create it and actually manifest it. And so the question with the Page of Pentacles, there's the need to be mindful. Are you being mindful? Are you being practical? Do you have enough information? Are you thinking, maybe are you thinking too small? Do you know what you're doing? Are you creating what you want here with this Page of Pentacles? Do you get the solution that you want? Are you able to move on? Is this concluded for you? Are you able to conclude this? Are you able to reconcile this for yourself or with who this involves? Or are you stuck? Are you lacking wisdom in this? Are you having issues emotionally recovering from this? Whatever you have intended and acting upon and creating, is it truly what you wanted? Or are you finding out that maybe it's not? Or are you discovering you want something else? What are you committing to? Or perhaps no longer wanting to commit to? What is it that will actually allow you to emotionally recover? What is it that you want recognition and reward with, truly? Even if it's just for you and nobody else to know. And what is it that you want to harvest here, truly? What is it that you want to gain? And is it nourishing you to gain it? Is it worth it to gain it, to go after, to pursue, to have? Does it nourish you? Or is it a waste? And this victory, this success, is it really a victory and a success? Is it? Because he's the only one tooting his horn. Nobody else is there. Or maybe only you need to know. But to what extent is this victory, this success for you that you are after, that you are looking to achieve or seeking or obtaining? Does it fulfill you? Does it illuminate and give you the true gratification that you want to blow your horn about? Is this something that you just want to know, or you want the world to know? Or both? Make sure this is what you want, because the guidance, the advice of the Page of Pentacles is to make sure you learn what you need to learn, and to be mindful, and to be practical, and to see what you can do, and perhaps come up with a new practical approach, but to begin to work on it and be mindful of what it is you're working on and what it is you are after to gain, because you will reap what you sow. So let's take a look at what your guidance is. You have 3 cards that came out, Leo. And the first one is the 8 of Stone, which is the 8 of Pentacles. So your guidance here is for you to focus on productivity, growth, progress. Put in the labor. It's going to require hard work. Focus on what you're crafting and pay attention to the details and be mindful of what you're building. Do the work and pay attention to what you're crafting. And is it what you want to build for yourself? Is it what you want to be doing? And or doing it with, because there are others in this image. One other person. You also have the 9 of Trees. And the 9 of Trees is the 9 of Wands. And so this is going to take your endurance for you to be resilient. And there is also much to be done during interlude, during the time of respite or the time of peace, when things are calm. There is much to be done during the interlude. There's much that you can do and be resilient. for some reason that's coming through. And be mindful about your defensive practices. What is it that you're guarding, and to what extent, and how do you need to go about it and be effective? And perhaps with the goal of it not exerting too much of your energy, causing you to grow tired, but instead to allow you to remain standing strong under the weight of any adversities. And finally, you have the Ace of Cups. And this is about nourishing new connection, or renewing connection, or nourishing yourself with self-love and finding joy in what you're doing, creating joy for your emotions and emotional health, finding delight in your world, in the beauty that you can create and exist in through new feelings and new emotions of self-love, of creativity, of opportunity. But you have to nourish it. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Bye.